Hey guys, welcome to Production Music Live. My name is Francois. In today's video, we're quickly going to take a look at a new synth called Vital. It's free and it's also available for Linux, so that's kind of new. And I have this lead sound here for a progressive house track made with Serum. And it has the basic MIDI shape as the source of our sound. There are no effects processed on the synth here. We only have these two envelopes controlling the amplifier of the output and the filter here, filter MG-Low 18. So adding that plucky feeling, but not open up too much. A little bit of drive in this one as well. And let's duplicate this channel and remake this sound generating part with Vital and see what we can get. So I'm dragging it down here on top of Serum to replace it. And this is what it looks like when we load it up. It even looks a little bit like Serum. It's very visual here with those with those shapes and envelopes. So usually in Serum, the oscillators are here. And in this case, they're like stacked below each other. We have 3 of them, and we have one sample thing here, and then we have 2 filters. Serum has the filters here, or the filter, and the envelopes that are usually here in Serum are here in Vital, and the LFOs are almost in the same place. You also have this effects tab here, where you can drag around your effects and apply them on the sound as well. So let's take the init patch, which is saw wave. Needs to go down an octave because transpose it -12. Okay, and right there, let's put this filter active. Yeah. There's the cutoff control. Here's the resonance control. It's a bit funny, but yeah. Filter. I don't have an 18 decibels filter, so I'm picking 24. Okay, give it a little bit of attack time here, just a very little bit. Oh, yeah, that's already too much. And take envelope number 2 to control the cutoff of the filter. But not all the way up. So you can see this green line appearing when I'm turning around this thing here. Okay, maybe decay time shorter to get it pluckier and release a bit longer. Also need to take a look at the overall envelope with the release here. Put that one to, I think it was 800 milliseconds on the other sound. Oh, it's 1 second of decay and 600 of release on the amplifier. 1 decay, 600 of release. Okay, then we have something going on this envelope. Needs to be shorter here. Or we also need to start lower. Drive up a little on the filter as well. And then, of course, we have like, this one is not playing. So this saw wave here is not playing. We have this basic mini, which starts like a saw wave, and then it turns into, it looks more like a sine wave here. So maybe we can get it by combining a saw and a sine wave, like more or less get the sound if I'm activating the second oscillator. And yeah, we'll look for shapes, basic shapes, for example. I think this is how I can go through it. Yeah. And I also need to send it through the filter, so this oscillator too, so activate it here, so it actually sends through this one. Octave down. And a little lower. Okay, let's compare them in the playback. Okay, we can get fairly close to it. Like, it's a little bit more tweaking in the EQing because it's like these wavetables, these source wavetables are not exactly the same, but sound-wise, we definitely can turn it into something that if you A/B that with your eyes closed, you probably at some point would not hear the difference anymore. And let's quickly analyze the effects chain behind this initial sound source of Serum or Vital. If I'm turning everything off and we go back one by one, we have a compressor right behind the synth, gluing together the signal. Let's play it dry. So we are gluing together that sound a bit more. Then we're adding delay 6 to 4 or 4 to 6, left, right. Not too much applied, dry wet at 11% here. And then we're putting the first reverb on top, a long tail decay time here, 7 seconds of decay time. Really want that epic feeling. Like that thing should almost sound like a pad, even if it's very plucky. Because in this track, I'm not using a full pad in the background. I'm just playing different notes and holding them throughout the whole thing. So this is the long reverb. It's the first reverb. Then we're widening that sound a little bit with the chorus. But 17%, not too much applied here. Then we're cutting off some low end from the sound, just to be sure it's a lead sound. Not too much bassy frequencies interfering here, even if we're playing those lower notes. And you maybe noticed the drive on this auto filter here. This auto filter is like for our arrangement and transitions. So we can filter it down in the break part and bring it back up towards the drop. But it also has this drive applied with the OSR algorithm here, giving that nice, warm, drivey feeling to the sound, beefing it up and making it sound a bit more analog than a Serum would usually sound. Well, this utility is controlling the gain. I'm trying to keep the volume faders free at all times here for the later mixing stages. And now what else do we have? We have another compressor here. That's a sidechain. Oh, I just noticed I actually have 2 sidechains on this sound. So let's keep this one off because we have another one here in the back. Then we have this dry wet selector for the overdrive here. So I'm adding in over time a little bit of overdrive to that lead sound to make sure it cuts through all these busy elements here. It would not be necessarily needed if you weren't playing so many hi-hats here, but to get on top of those hi-hats, I felt like this is helping. And then we have this other reverb here. Reverb on top of a reverb we already have to give it even more paddy feeling. I'm turning that on. It's also giving that belly feeling to the sound, like that churchy reverb room. I mean, 9 seconds again, and that dry wet is higher up, and size is also wide, so that's really super epic sound now. Giving a little bit of emphasis on those frequencies around 1K here and cutting a little bit around, what's that, 300, typically modi frequencies in this range. And then the last two things are one OTT on top to add a little bit of, just 5% applied to add that little cream on top. And then a little bit of auto pan so that sound moves between the stereo spectrum back and forth. And then a sidechain compressor at the end of all of it. So that's the processing with stock Ableton effects. You could also like cut some of these things and use a Valhalla shimmer or something, or maybe also mess around with the stock or the plugin reverbs. And we looked at the sound sources in Vital and Serum. They're pretty close in this case. And it also comes with a bunch of presets already from the factory pack. Bass, leads, keys, percussions. I think some of them are done by YouTubers, Mr. Bill, for example. And the way I see it, it's probably their business model to give away the synth for free and sell the presets, something like that. That could work maybe from a business point of view. And yeah, let's see what else we can do with it over the next couple of weeks or something. And I hope you enjoyed this little short tutorial here, making a lead sound with it. And subscribe to our channel, leave a like and a comment, and I hope to see you next time.